Hey guys. I don't even know if I'm on here, so I'm having a little bit of trouble with my internet again. Um, what's crazy is I got a new modem for my internet and everything, and the damn thing it's Armstrong just sucks, you guys, okay? But how's everyone doing tonight? I can't even, it's not, um, hey Sandy, what's everybody doing? This is just a random live that I wanted to do really quick, but if it goes out on you guys, I'm sorry, and I will do this again tomorrow. My internet just keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out. Hey Lynn, hey Goose, hey Amber. Let's see how far I can bring this up or who was in here before. Hey, hey Foz, I haven't seen you in a while. The hell? Live chat. Yes. Okay, thank you. So let me where the hell's my coffee at? Let's do the intro real quick. You guys know I gotta do the intro. Okay, let's go. Okay. So how's everyone doing on this? What's today? Tuesday? I have to make sure that I'm on live chat, you guys. Anything to say about it because eventually, whoops, wrong live. I love makeup. Anything to say about it because eventually, whoops, wrong live. Okay. Okay, let me say hi to everybody. Oops. Been a hell of a week so far. Girl. It's been a hell of a couple weeks. Hey, Melissa, I have some feelings about the week so far. Please, if you want to tell about your feelings, I would love to hear it. I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys, and I also wanted to get your opinion about the last live that I did, if you guys were on here. And I just have a couple things to say. I'm going to warm up my coffee so you guys talk amongst yourselves. I wish to debate that fact. It's Wednesday, silly. Well, technically Wednesday, yes. For some people, it's still Tuesday, though. I'm pretty sure for Goose, it's still Tuesday. I know that. I'm sorry that you've had a hell of a week, but I really would like to talk to you guys about just everything. So let me go warm up my coffee and I will be back in 2 seconds. Probably not, but 2 seconds. I know. Well played. Right. All right, hold on. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay. Sorry, guys. I spilled my damn coffee. Like, what the fuck? Okay. So I'm back. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think about my live that I did a couple days ago when I had to call out um what the heck's her name? Tyra, whatever the fuck her name is. I want to know if you guys, does it bother you when I talk about drama? When I, because you guys know that's not the direction that I want my channel to go on as a commentary channel, meaning, like, don't get me wrong, I do like to call people out, especially, on their shitty behavior or if they're doing something horrible, and I do have so much more to say, not just about um, Tira, but just other people, things that I've heard, things that I see that I want to that I have something to say about. That's what commentary is, you know what I mean? Um, we are going to get back to the makeup. I will be doing makeup on Thursday. Slowly, it's been like, and I think it's going to continue to be this way, and I told you guys this because of, the holidays and everything like that. I get very depressed and all that kind of stuff, and you guys know that. But I want to immerse myself in, you know, being on here more, being more consistent on here. And there are a lot of things that I want to talk about. There's a lot of people that I have to call out, But yes, it's a depressing time for me, but I want to get back to the way things were. And the only reason why I haven't been more consistent is just because it's just been a bad month. Just because of everything, and mostly my mom. I just found a picture of me and my mother when I was little and I was dancing with her. And it's just like literally, I forgot that I had it up there and it must have been meant for me to see it because I was just like so. I didn't cry though, you guys. Like I smiled when I seen it, but of course I cried after. But I still think it's good that I was able to smile. Let me read your comments. I like hearing what you have to say about things. I only have issues with creators speaking on drama when it's not because they feel strongly about something, but because they want views. Right, Melissa. Thank you for that. I appreciate your opinion on that. No, I needed to. I needed to be said. The more people speak up on bad behavior, the better. Just my 2 cents. Thank you, Jennifer K. She did. She had a beautiful smile. I'm sorry this has been such a hard month for you. Thank you. It'll get better. It'll get better. I know my mom would not want it to be like this either. So you guys know, obviously, that when you're talking about drama, obviously, it's always going to bring in more views than versus if I'm talking about Jelani Day and different things like that. But I've always wanted for people to know that I don't care about that kind of stuff. Of course, when you're on YouTube, views those kind of things, they do matter, but I feel like it matters being your true authentic self, right? And I want to be my true authentic self, and I want to be able to talk about so many issues, not just drama. But I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on how you feel when I do talk about drama and when I am calling somebody out, because not everybody likes that, you know? Because trust and believe, it might not be many people in here when I'm talking about things that are serious issues, but there are people who do watch me for that too. There are people who watch me for, makeup. There are people who watch me to hear what I have to say. And obviously, this channel is focused now more, gravitating more to commentary. But I definitely care what you guys think. It matters to me. So, hey, Tia, beautiful. I understand how you feel. My mother's birthday was the 28th. She would have been 63. It's been 13 years since she passed, sending you. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. Crazy Horse Saloon. Yes, it's hard. If you ever need someone to talk to, definitely reach out to me. And my mom's, that's so crazy. And also, my mother was going to be 64. So, wow. Hold on, I gotta move this thing. But I do care about what you guys think. And are you hanging lights? We still got to do our Christmas tree. I haven't even done that yet. Yeah, it is Crazy House Saloon. My mom's birthday was on the 27th, and she would have been 64. They were so young. So young. But I just wanted to see, really, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and see how you felt about me talking about drama. Good morning, Shar. I don't like calling people out. And I don't necessarily like talking about drama. I like to balance it out a little bit because we all like a little bit of drama, right? But I was thinking about it today, and I've never asked you guys' opinion about how you feel about me talking about drama. Hey, Irvin. Thank you, Goose. You're gorgeous as well. Hey, Ella. Lynn. Oh, I said hi to Lynn already. Thank you, Ella. You're beautiful as well. So, I feel like I was a little bit too upset when I was talking about Tira. And I want to tell you guys that I don't normally get upset like that over somebody as irrelevant as her. But she just pissed me off when I started watching some of the things that she was doing. And I just want you guys to know that it matters to me what you guys think. And when I come on here, it always brightens my day. It means something to me when you guys come on here and hang out with me and you actually care and want to listen to the things that I have to say. Obviously, more people are always going to gravitate more to drama. That's just life. That's just the way it is. But I want you guys to know that it does matter to me if some of you guys may be bothered if I do talk about drama, because I don't want my channel ever going in that direction. I don't want people to just watch me just because of that. And even though drama brings in the views, I don't care about that, because eventually the right people will find me and they are going to listen to the serious issues that I have to talk about, right? Yeah, she does. And the thing is, Melissa, though, she's not worth it. I'm not a calling out person. I've done so many horrible stuff in my past, and I don't feel like I'm the right person to do any of that. I feel you on that, Urban. I mean, I personally just I like to call people out on shitty behavior. If a person is treating somebody bad or talking about somebody or talking about myself and I know that they're lying, and most people they lie on you because they want to get a reaction out of you. And I some people are worth calling out and some people aren't. And to me, the person that I talked about the other day, she's not even worth uh calling out. But when I seen that she was messing with other people, you can only watch things for so long and then you're just like this is ridiculous, right? Honestly, I prefer that you do drama or at least crime or watch if I'm making any sense. Yeah, yeah. But I'm never going to be that person that only talks about one person. I won't do that because that's against everything that I have preached against. Um, there are a lot of problematic people here on YouTube, not just one person. Okay. There's a lot of problematic people, and I have no problem with calling out all of those problematic people, but that will not be the basis of my channel. Like, commentary is everything. Like, tomorrow I'm going to be talking about Travis Scott. Thursday I'm going to be doing makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't talk about um, one person. And I'm not knocking anybody else who does, because people got to do what they got to do. And I understand why people do what they do, as far as when it comes to certain people, but that's just not where I want my channel to go. But other people, that's why other people do it, and other people call out certain people, and their channel is based on that because they want to bring awareness about people. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not going to be me. As long as you don't do nothing bad, I won't call you out. I'm obviously biased in this, but I do usually feel strongly when I see things that are wrong and no one is speaking on it. It eats at me. I agree. Like, it does bother me too. When you see people doing like horrible things and they're lying, it bothers you. Like, if you are a person with a conscience, it's going to bother you. Um, when they're doing these things, and especially if you have a channel and you're able to call that person out, I have no problem with that. Yeah, I don't even think I'm on live chat. There we go. I'm on live chat now. Yeah, you guys don't forget to be on live chat. But anyway, it is very hard balance because you want to shout out from the rooftops the crappy stuff folks are doing, but then it can bring you drama. It can be a vicious cycle. Absolutely, absolutely crazy horse saloon. I agree with that 100%. It is like I feel like you have to find balance, like, here I'm just kind of coming on here talking bullshit with you guys, hanging out with you guys. Tomorrow, I really want to talk about the Travis Scott situation because it's bothering me. And there's some things I have to say and some things I want to point out to you guys. But I'm always going to call people out on their shitty behavior, you guys. Always. But there are some people that don't like it when I do that. They don't. And I know because some of those people will not be here when I'm doing that. Some people just don't like drama. I know drama, it triggers something in the brain like endorphins, and it makes some people happy. But there are a lot of people who don't like drama. And I'm going to be honest with you. You always have to have a little drama to balance even your life out and to make you feel better about yourself. But at the end of the day, it's draining. It's draining to watch all this toxic shit going on. It's really bothering me. And I am going to say something about it. because I really feel like some of you people, like, that's all you care about is drama and hurting other people if they don't do what you want them to do. And I don't like it. I gotta have a cigarette. Like, why would you want to purposely hurt people or con people or whatever? It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Drama 24/7 is never good. It really affects your mood. It does. It really, really does. For some people, they love it. I don't, especially with being an empath. I do not like drama like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I know I have work to do because I want to call people out on shitty behavior. I feel happy when I call people out on their shitty behavior. I know that some situations require I know so much backstory that is overwhelming, and I click off, not here but other channels sometimes. I don't have energy for all that. Right. That's how I feel, Melissa. I feel like you can only take so much, and then after a while you just, you kind of have to pull yourself back. And I think a lot of that's kind of why another reason why I haven't been on here so much, because there is a lot of toxicity going around, and it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. It's not getting better. People forming alliances and teaming up with this person, teaming up with that person. It's fucking ridiculous, you guys. And it's so hard to watch. It's like you just want to shake people and be like, "Don't you understand what is going on here? Like, stop." Just stop. It pisses me off. Don't you understand that you're being scammed? Like, what the fuck? Like, the fuck? People just don't see it. Don't you understand that you're being lied to? And that's why, hey, Melissa, and that is exactly why I chose to talk about Tara, because she's a scam to me. She's full of shit. And I can't believe people actually sit around and listen to what the fuck she got to say. Like, the fuck? Why would you want to listen to her? But people, they're going to do what they do. And guess what? I'm about to do what the fuck I do. One thing I've noticed lately, why is everyone speaking about loyalty above all else to people, even when they're wrong? What happened to loyalty to doing what's right or to your morals? Exactly. It's all about loyalty and integrity, But I feel like, Melissa, that some people, yes, that's her, Irvin. I feel like that some people, no matter how much you try to preach to them about loyalty, they don't know what the fuck loyalty is. Some people just don't even know. They need to look up the definition because they just don't know what it is. And to me, you really can't teach loyalty, can you? People, you either get it or you don't. You can't preach loyalty into somebody. If people don't have loyalty, they just don't have loyalty. I just feel like loyalty is something that is a very hard thing to learn. Loyalty is something that you should have, growing up, something that you're taught. Like, you don't ever have to preach no loyalty to me. I'm loyal to a fault. That's my problem. I'm loyal to a fault. But then sometimes I just get fucking sick of the tired of the bullshit. And then I just say, fuck it. And then I choose to not be loyal to that person anymore, People were saying 6 months ago how bad it was. I remember saying, "It ain't over yet. The worst is yet to come," and here we are. Exactly, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse, and I feel bad for so many people, but there's only so much that you can do, and I'm loyal to my friends. Melissa Brown says, "And I'm loyal to my friends, but I tell them when I don't agree with them. I love them. They need to hear what I think, and I'm not doing them favors, bearing bodies for them." Exactly, exactly. I agree with you 100%. And that's why I love you, Melissa. You keep it real. I always respect that shit. But at the end of the day, I do. I have so much to say. Not saying I'm saying it right now, but I have so much to say because, like I said, you can only sit back and watch things for so long. And then it's like, no, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And I damn sure I'm not going to sit back and watch any of my friends get hurt either. I won't. But but by the same token, I do see some people being too loyal and not seeing people for who they are and making excuses for bad behavior, even when the evidence is contrary right in front of them. Okay, I agree with that too, Jennifer K. Yes, you can. That's what I mean. You can be loyal to a fault, but eventually you have to see people for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like for myself. I am a very, very loyal person. It takes a lot for me to not be loyal, especially to somebody that I love and care about. But if I see for so long, I'm not going to let people stump all over me, no matter what. Yes, that makes a lot of sense, Jennifer K. Well, I mean, loyalty does not have a line. I can only be loyal to a certain point. And if someone keeps hurting people, I'm sorry, but the loyalty has to stop. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing though. Just like Jennifer K just said, you have to know when not to be loyal to somebody. Okay, the evidence, everything is out there, and you also cannot sit there and watch somebody not be loyal to somebody else, because if they're not being loyal to somebody else, they're not going to be loyal to you. That's how I look at it. I think people view loyalty in different ways. I think that's where the confusion is, right? I think loyalty to me is everything. But I agree, Nikki, that sometimes loyalty isn't everything to other people. And I'm just that type of person where I don't feel that loyalty can be taught. Sorry. I don't feel like loyalty can be taught. You either are a loyal person or you're not. My husband told me today that I still have the belief that people are good and the world is showing us they are not. These are adults teaching their kids to act the way they do, and it is scary. It is. It is very scary. Crazy Horse Saloon. I 100% agree. Loyalty it does have to come from both sides. 100%. And you do want to see the good in the world. I am that person. I will never let anybody turn me cold, because there are some amazing people out there, and I wouldn't have met some of the people that I have met if I did let the world turn me cold, Crazy Horse Saloon. I told someone yesterday that the stuff going on, my 5-year-old could tell you was wrong. I don't know what's wrong with people. Exactly. I think some are too loyal on one side sometimes. Right, Shar. My loyalty is to Melissa Jade. I'm kneeling and I'll be your soldier. I see that. I see people that build relationships based on creating behind the scene drama and then pointing the finger at others. Loyalty based on alliances don't last the test of time. Yes, 100%. 100%. Mel, you nailed it. There's a lot of people that are trying to do some of those things behind the scenes just to create alliances, like you said it. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to see something real quick. Did I go out for a minute, you guys, or no? It just said that my live went out. What the fuck? Sorry, y'all. I noticed this is a serious topic and I play too much. I'll step out and reset. No, we're just here giving our opinions. I just wanted to get you guys' opinions on things. Oh, okay. Well, it just said that on my iPad. I'm looking at my iPad and it said that I went out. Okay, good. I mean, on this platform, you have so many different personalities with their own agendas and self beliefs. Some do not see loyalty as you or I view loyalty, if that makes sense. Exactly. I think that some people don't look at loyalty in the same ways. I think everybody, to me, loyalty is loyalty, though, right? I mean, don't talk behind people's backs. Whatever you have to say it to their face. Don't be phony. Be your true authentic self. That's all I want to do. And I'm loyal to people sometimes to a fault, but I haven't been that way, you know. I have learned not to be loyal to a fault, if that makes sense. Motives are a big factor. People who reveal in the drama will always be loyal to creators who perpetuate it. Yes. I agree, Jennifer K. 100. Always keeping it 100. Melissa Brown. I think in this case, there's a certain person or two who don't care and just want to see things burn. It's twisted. And I also think that a lot of people are getting frustrated because of all the tox I never say this right. Because of all the toxicity that's around, I think a lot of people are getting frustrated. A lot of people are hurt. And a lot of people are getting frustrated as well because they're watching things happen right in front of their eyes and they see things for what it really is, but there's nothing that they can do, right? YouTube is the worst high school I've ever attended. Yes. It's like a whole bunch of high schoolers, man. It really is. It really is. It's like, well, she said this about me. She said that. She said this and she's a bitch and she's this and she's not loyal and she don't know what this is. She don't know blah 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 blah. And half of the people who talk that shit, like they don't have no room to talk. As I feel like one of those people for months now. I snapped this week. And it's okay to snap, Melissa Brown. I snapped. It's okay. You snap, whatever. Everyone has a breaking point. Everyone, sometimes you need to snap. Sometimes you need to let that shit out. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, I actually had been holding that shit in about her, Teaya, for months and never said anything. So, yeah, everyone has a breaking point. But then once I kept watching her and I'm watching her do the same things to other people, then that's when it starts bothering me. I really don't give Like I can handle that shit. Like I told you, I was built for this shit. But some people aren't. And that's one of the things that I also think when it comes to YouTube, if you cannot take people literally bullying and torturing you, YouTube is not for you. And I will never budge on that. Should it be like that? No. Should people don't know how to treat other people. People don't know how to be kind. But and it's unfortunate. The internet is a brutal place, especially YouTube. I'm telling you guys, like I've seen other platforms. Twitter can be brutal, but YouTube is the most brutal place I have ever seen. And you have to be able to have thick skin to be on here. And if you don't, as a creator, it's not for you. It's just not. I think a lot of people have Jennifer K. Whatever is said behind always comes to the front. Agree. Whatever is done in the dark always comes to light. And that's the truth. You can't allow others to walk all over you and get no reaction. Exactly. And it's sad to watch. I think it's sad to watch people get walked all over too. You know, I think some people are just too nice. I'm not. I'm nice, don't get me wrong, but I have learned to see through people a lot quicker than I used to. It used to take me a while to be able to see people for what they truly are, but I observe and I watch people's actions. I don't go by words, I watch people's actions. And I might get it wrong sometimes, but 99.9% of the time, I get it right. If I have a funny feeling about somebody, I'm going to say something. And normally, I could have a funny feeling about somebody and tell somebody that I love, like, look, there's something not right with this person. Okay, I've been watching, and this person is not what you think they are. And I could say that, and I could say that, but eventually people find out, you know, and you try to protect people from having to go through those kinds of things. And I do, but I am of you have to sit back and observe. You cannot always talk, 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 talk. Sometimes you have to be still. And I'm the type of person where I'm learning every single day. Hey, Bambi, I'm learning every single day to follow my gut more, to follow my intuition. And it hasn't been wrong thus far. Like when I figure out how somebody is, I haven't been wrong. I have not been wrong. And there are situations that I will definitely tell you guys about one day. But I know what you meant, Shar. Yes, it's not for me. If I were a creator, I'd be in the corner somewhere. But when someone comes for a person I care about, I think I'm brave suddenly. I get you on that, Melissa. I don't like watching people I love get hurt. It really does hurt to see that. You can sit with us. You're cute. Welcome back, Irvin. It's suddenly like people's track records mean nothing around here. Open your eyes, people. So frustrating to watch. It is. Yes. It's a not an easy skill to learn, but once you learn it, once you start going by your gut and not questioning it and not questioning that little voice inside your head, you always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. But if you get that funny feeling about somebody and you're watching them, excuse me, and you're watching the things that they do, and you're just starting to something's not right. You know what I mean? You have to go by that. You have to, because eventually God's going to show you your intuition was right. You know what I mean? Yeah, sit back and observe. I analyze people too. I analyze people too much to a fault. But my favorite quote, just because I let you lie to me does not mean I believe it. Exactly. Exactly. And that's like, um, even with like, and this has been in life, like with my mother. Every person that my mother told me was not a good person and that didn't have my best interest at heart, my mother was always right. And sometimes I wouldn't listen to her and it would frustrate her. And now I understand her frustration because she just wanted to save me from being hurt by some of these people. And my mother was, like I said, the wisest woman ever. And I feel like my mother taught me to follow my intuition a lot too, you know, and my intuition kicks in, especially with my kids, with people that I love, you know. Um, even with my boyfriend, it's, you know, as much as I love him, I've tried to, you know, tell him about things. And unfortunately, sometimes you just have to let people see things on their own, you know? Yes. Okay. I'm learning that skill. Okay. I read that. I read that. Okay. Just making sure that I didn't miss any comments. Crazy house. Oh my God. I think I was calling your crazy horse saloon. I need my damn contacts. I really do. Sorry if I was calling you the wrong name. She did. My mother did. She taught me a lot. And I also just learned from just listening to her, and I just never understood why she would always get so frustrated with me because I was pretty hard-headed. I was a pretty hard-headed kid, and it took me a long time to follow my intuition. That's for sure. But once I started seeing that I didn't question that voice anymore, I just started going with it. I started God started showing me, see, if you listen to your intuition, it's never wrong, you know? Just listen to your guts. And um I've been right. I'll never forget when my grandma said, "Your intuition is actually God whispering in your ear. Don't ignore it." Oh my God, that's a good one too. That's true. It's very true. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Crazy House Saloon, which I love that name, by the way. My mom. Oh, your mom was a lawyer? My mom, lawyer, taught me to stand up for myself, for others, and for what is right. I've lost a lot of friends in life because of this, but anyone who's worthwhile will be willing to hear hard truths. Absolutely. I agree with that. And it doesn't mean you need to act on it in a certain way, but keep it in front of your mind. Exactly. Like you don't, when you see things or when you have that intuition, you guys, or if it's about somebody or if it's about somebody that you meet, you don't necessarily have to react to it right away. Or if you see that, you know, a loved one is getting involved with somebody that may not be a really good person, you can tell them about it or you can just sit back and watch, you know? It's really up to you, but I look at it as you as the individual. If you see somebody that you just have that funny feeling about, even though it could be your intuition telling you that this person is not, something ain't right with this person, you still don't necessarily have to react right away. It's never wrong. Exactly, Irvin. I'm simple. I just want everyone to be friends and get along with no shady business in life, but not everyone does want that. I agree. I wish everybody would get along too. That would be great. But unfortunately, I can't remember who said this, but you just, there's, I think it was Nikki who said this. So many different personalities here on YouTube and they just clash, you know? And then you watch people do evil things And, there's just no way. There's just no way that you can actually, um I just don't see it ever happening. I don't see people getting along on YouTube. There's too many different personalities, too many opinionated people, too many that people that get fucking hurt over every little thing that you fucking say. It's not gonna happen. My conscience and intuition are my best slash worst characteristics. I just wish I had the I don't give a fuck trait. I do too, crazy house. I do too. I'm not that type of person that says, "Oh, fuck you," that's just never gonna be me, no matter how hard I try. When somebody is being fake, when you meet them, it can take some time for you to realize that they are lying, being fake. It matters what you do in the end. Exactly. What you do in the end, like if you know a person is fake and you get that kind of feeling off them, what you do in the end really matters. And I think that's a lot of what frustrates me because I'm never going to be a person that if I figure out how a person is, I may be cordial with that person, but I don't want nothing to do with that person. You stay over there and I'm going to stay over here. I don't like your ways. I don't like the way you act. You're shady to me. So you stay over where you're at and I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to continue to talk to a person once I figure out who they are, but that's just me. Feelings are information. Figure out what they're telling you, even if they seem irrational. I agree. You can never go up. I'm a fence sitter. I couldn't be a fence sitter even if I tried. Nothing wrong with it though. If you want to just sit around and just watch, it is what it is. Goose said that seems a little painful. You guys are so awesome. I really, really love you guys for just actually just sitting here with me and just talking about everything. I've never really done this before, but I was bored and just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about my feelings. Just talk about my feelings. I wanted to hear about you guys' feelings and what you think because it matters to me what you guys think about me talking about irrelevant ass people that do nothing but run around here and cause fucking drama, run their damn mouth, fucking hypocrites. People get on my nerves. Irvin, is there a specific reason for that? I mean, you just have opinions as well. Well, I'm a fence sitter by default. Nobody wants me. Anybody wants me? No. All right. I'm really glad I caught you live. I usually catch the replay. I'm glad you're here too, Shar. I'm so happy. I hate everyone today. I don't blame you. Are you okay, Bambi? You guys, literally, I think a lot of people have been having a bad week, huh? Well, I hope me coming on here made you guys feel a little bit better. If anybody wants to come on panel, you can just let me know. I'm going to be on here for another like 5 minutes or so. I'm sorry some of you guys have been having a bad week, but I feel y'all. I feel you. And I love y'all. My heart goes out to you. And thank you so much for being here. And there's one more thing I want to talk about before I go. I'm so mad that I spilled my coffee. The normal YouTube troll has come full force. It's tongue twister. So this has been fun hearing you talk. That means a lot to me. Thank you, Bambi. Oh yeah, but don't pay no attention to her. Don't pay no attention to her. She's just not worth it. She is a fucking troll. Okay. I never seen somebody with so many what do you call them things? The accounts, other accounts that people make. Fictitious accounts. I don't know what y'all call it these days, but she has so many. She's the biggest troll on YouTube. Don't even let her phase you, Bambi. Don't even. Alts. There you go. Thank you, Star. Alts. I don't have an alt, you guys. I don't. She really is. I had to close my laptop today and go out with my husband because I'm like, this is too much. It is, but don't let it get to you. That's what she wants. It's not worth it. I promise you. Her latest sock's name was something like Little White Baby. What? I'm telling you, this girl has so many freaking sock accounts. It's fucking sickening. Like, who does that? Sock puppets. I like that. I am sub because of all the community posts a while ago. I've never even seen any of her community posts. I'm sure they were bad though. Breezy. Anyone that tells you that though that they don't have a alt has about 3 by now. I swear on everything I love, I do not have one of those. I don't care. If I have something to say, I don't need to go on a motherfucking alt. I'm going to say it. I don't have time to create an alt. I just don't. Sorry. And that's the fucking truth. I don't have time for it. Like I don't have time to sit here, okay, and waste my time creating alts to pretend I'm somebody else. Okay? Why would I do that? If I have something to say, I'm going to say it under my name. And that's it. I don't have one. I did like a year ago, then got a new phone and it was too difficult to create a new one. Exactly. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with people having one alt or two, but when you have 15, 20, 30 alts, that's a fucking problem. Okay? That's a problem. I get loud. Get used to it, Urban, if you're going to be here. Me either. I don't have an alt. I can't even keep up with everyone. Never mind trying to be another full person. I agree, Shar. I agree 100%. And I'm not knocking anybody who has a couple alts. Some people do, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's some people that, are more shy, or there's some people that don't want backlash when they give their opinion, and there's a lot of people that give a lot of backlash here on YouTube. But when you have 15, 20, and 30 alts, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, boo. Go sit your ass down somewhere. That's just the truth. Don't need an alt when you got your own channel. Exactly. Exactly. I don't have alts. They can go cry and cool off. That's simple. Right, Mal Hoax. That's how I feel. I can't remember that many passwords. How the hell do they keep them? Right? Like, I just can't. Like, I'm not saying that. Just how do people do that? Like, do you have to put remember your password every time? Because I can't even hardly remember my password now. The fuck? I remember that too, Goose. When somebody was trying to say that. I remember when all that shit went down and then they had to apologize, right? And I don't like it on my Apple computer when they say, "Hey, do you want us to remember this password?" I don't like that because I like to type in my password, but let me tell you guys, I forget my password all the time and I have to change it. Not all the time, but a lot. and I definitely wouldn't be able to keep up with alts. That's for sure. Someone told me they think that's why she gets 5 or 6 new ones every once in a while because she probably. Yeah, Jessica over here with a whole other voice. I have that fingerprint ID too on my Apple, but I have to change it because every time I do it, it don't work as much anymore. But it's been a while. Like on my iPad, I have that fingerprint. And I have my fingerprint on here too, but sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, she came prepared though for effort. That's a lot of time and effort. It is. If when you have that many alts, that's just you're doing too much. Like you're a little bit too invested in YouTube. Um, like I said, go sit your ass down somewhere. But that's just my opinion. She still makes references to it and says it is her opinion still that it's true. Of course, because she doesn't want to admit that she's wrong. Time to seek therapy with all those salts, right? I agree. Y'all are cracking me up. Y'all are well. Okay, so there's one last thing that I want to talk about. So I've been hearing different words get thrown around a lot, and I haven't just heard it from one person. I mean, I've heard it from one person recently, but I actually have been hearing it a lot lately. And it's a word that I think people misconstrue and they don't understand what that word really means. So I'm going to be here to school some people on what this word really means. That's what I said, Jennifer. Send the woman a deck of cards. Not gonna lie, I thought she was Granny's watching. Granny's avatar matches her voice. I don't think I've ever watched that channel. I have to watch it. She needs to put, hold on, lost that comment and I want to read it. She needs to put a knitting kit on one of those Amazon wish lists because homegirl needs a hobby, right? She does. You guys are so silly. Just dropping in to show love. It's very past my bedtime. Thank you so much, Chloe, for being here. I'll be live earlier tomorrow. So I hope to see you there. But anyway, so I want to talk about this word real quick. And like I said, I heard it from, I heard somebody using it against somebody else a couple of days ago. It was also used against me. And I think a lot of people need to understand what this word really means. I wish I could type it, like, just to be a smartass. But there are a lot of things in life that I have been. Okay. We all go through things in life and we have all kinds of different feelings and all kinds of different emotions. We all go through things in life. Okay. But a lot of people, I feel like, use the word insecurity a lot. Insecurity. I've heard it a lot lately, and I just want to make sure that people understand that anybody can be insecure about anything, but you cannot be insecure about somebody that you feel is nobody to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot, insecurity is not, my hair keeps getting in my face. Being insecure it definitely to me is more intense with age. When you're younger, you are not as comfortable in your own skin. You really don't know yourself that well, so you can be a little bit more insecure. But as you get older, as far as myself, my only insecurities that I have is maybe about my weight. It may be, I may be insecure one day because, hmm, what am I insecure about? Many times people who say others are insecure are the ones who are actually insecure. Exactly. I may be insecure about my hair one day, um, but there's something that I feel like it's a word that people throw around very easily, and some people have a one-track mind and don't understand that being insecure is you're not going to be insecure about somebody that there's nothing to be insecure about. And there is not a woman alive, not even Beyoncé herself, that would make me feel insecure. But that's just me. When you talk about insecurity and when you throw that word out, you probably should know more about that person before you throw out that word because you don't know what a person's situation is. You don't know the dynamic of what a person and their relationship is. You just have to be very careful when you throw out that word because then when you find out that that word is not the word that you should be using. Yes, insecure about finances sometimes, right? You can be insecure about that. I can be insecure about I don't fucking know, like what could I be insecure about? Let me tell you, when I was younger, I was insecure about things. Like as a younger person, like I would be uh insecure about my looks and I would be insecure about my body and I would be insecure about a little mark here that I have on my face. But as you get older, you grow into those things. You have to be very careful when you throw out the word insecure. And I feel like you have to know the person that you're throwing that word at because you don't know what you if you don't know a person, you just cannot automatically assume that they're just this insecure person because then sometimes that can blow up in your face. I feel insecurity between women has to do with competition. I'm never competing with someone else ever. Exactly. Um, there's always a reason to why people feel the way that they feel, and it does not necessarily have anything to do with insecurity at all. Um, I don't watch women and get insecure. If you're secure within yourself, you're not going to be insecure about somebody else. Sometimes when people have behavior, if they have a certain behavior towards you, before you throw out the word insecure, you should probably know that person or talk to that person before you automatically assume that it has to do with insecurity. Because as I said, there's not a woman walking here on the face of this earth that would make me look at them and be insecure. I feel like there are some women that may want you to be insecure because they themselves are. But as you get older, you grow more comfortable within yourself. Now, granted, we all have insecurities, But at the end of the day, especially, with social media telling you what's pretty and what's not and blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, as you grow older, you start to get more comfortable within yourself. And before you throw out that word, you should know the situation, and you should know that just because a woman may be mad about something does not necessarily mean that that woman is insecure. Um, you just have to know the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? most most people that throw that word around are actually the ones feeling that way. I agree. 100%. Insecure is an inner and personal to oneself. To say someone is insecure towards someone else is just being vain. Exactly. Like they want it to be about them, if that makes sense. Exactly. And that's how I look at it. Like, you can, have an ego and be vain about yourself and think that, you know, and be secure within yourself and think that you can think you're the most beautiful woman in the world. But understand that just because you think that doesn't mean I do. If that makes any sense. I know what I look at when I look in the mirror every day. And insecure, um, like I said, I've been insecure in my life, but I have never, especially growing into my own and um, growing to love myself. Like I said, I think that Beyonce, to me, is one of the most beautiful women in the world. I love Beyonce. I ain't about to lie. I just think Beyonce is absolutely gorgeous. And when I look at her, even she doesn't make me insecure. I look at her and like, let me tell you something. I aim to be as comfortable more in my sexuality, my sensuality, not comfortable within myself, but more comfortable, like, it's, flaunting what you have and things like that. I just think Beyonce exudes a lot of things, and I think she's just a beautiful, beautiful woman. But even watching her doesn't make me insecure. It doesn't make me look at her and say, man, I wish I could be her. You just have to know what insecurity is before you throw that word around, because I feel like a lot of people throw that word around, and I've not only heard it towards myself, but I've heard it towards other people as well. And there is, just like I said, there's nobody that would ever make me feel that way. There's just nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the most baddest bitch in the world, but at the end of the day, do I look at myself and say you're the most baddest bitch? Hell yeah. Yes. But I just think that before you throw that word around at people, you should probably know the situation, because insecurity is, I feel like insecurity comes I think most people when they're younger are insecure. I think that's, but once you get older, you start to be more comfortable within yourself, and you start to be a little bit more happier every day when you look in the mirror at what you see. And there's just nobody that could ever make me feel that way, you know? Yes, thank you guys so much for being so respectful and sharing your opinions. People trying to people trying to say other people are just insecure or jealous are letting you know what they spend their time thinking about. Just saying. That's true. That's very, very true. And, that's fine. I feel like you should just be careful when you throw that word around, because like I said, there's not a woman alive walking that's going to make me feel insecure. If it's not going to happen. Um, so you need to be careful when you throw that word around, because you don't know what the situation is. And if you think that, then you should probably talk to that person. Um, or whatever. But if it makes you feel better to think that that person is that way, then that's fine. But sorry, I'm never going to be that person. I'm never going to be a person that's insecure or feels threatened by somebody, because anything, anybody, let's put it this way, nothing real can ever be threatened. Nothing real can ever be threatened. So if a person is not real, or you're around somebody that you may think that that woman is insecure, but that's not the situation at all, because I don't feel that anything real can be threatened. Nothing real can ever be taken away from you, but you can still feel a certain way about that person and their motives. And just because you question that person's motives because of their actions does not mean that you're insecure. It means that there's something that's not right about that person, but nothing real could ever be threatened. If something is real, I'm not worried about it being taken away, ever. some some young women just haven't lived enough and learned enough. They will, hopefully, as they grow. Exactly. Exactly, Goose. Thank you, Lynn. I try. Some unfortunately don't grow. No, they don't. Insecurity can also manifest in unhealthy ways within your life. I was insecure, so I depended too much on relationships, and that codependency led me down a bad path with abusive partners. Absolutely. You really have to be careful about that. Insecurity can be Insecurity can actually be very dangerous in a lot of ways, detrimental to yourself. That's why my mother has always raised me to where, um, you know, it's just how my mother raised me. My mother always raised me to where you are the most beautiful woman in the world. However, there are other beautiful women out there too. It is what it is. Like, that's just what it is. And that's just how my mother raised me to be. If I see a beautiful woman, I'm going up to them and telling them how beautiful they are. That's just the way I am. And people do that to me. People do that with me all the time. And it's flattering, and I love it, and I think it's just so amazing, and it makes me feel great. And that shows me that that person that comes up to me and says that, they aren't insecure. And when I go up to a person and say that, they know I'm not insecure. There is not a, my mother always raised me to know you're beautiful and so are other women, but you are the most beautiful. And I'm not saying I'm the most beautiful woman in the world, but that's the way my mother raised me. Therefore, insecurity is just, it's not in my vocabulary. It's just not. But there is a reason for everything that I do. There is a reason why I say the things that I say. Nobody's perfect. I sure as hell am not perfect. But there's no person, there is not a female walking that I could ever look at and be intimidated by or insecure about. There may be something else that I don't like about that woman, but insecure, never, never, never me. I'm sorry, I missed some comments. People trying to say other people just insecure or jealous are letting you know they spend. Oh, I've seen that one, which is such a great comment. I've been single for 6 years now by choice, and I feel much more secure with myself now. And going back to school helps me a lot too. I realized that what I was capable of, and that is amazing, Jennifer K. And I wish you so all the best with that. That's just so amazing. And I understand. I was single before I met my boyfriend. I was single for maybe 3 years. And those 3 years, I just embraced myself. And I think that when you are single, you should. When you're single, you should that's the time for yourself. It's that time for you to know yourself. It's that time for you to do a lot of soul searching. And that's what I did. And I loved every minute of it. And, obviously I love relationships are tough though. But um I love being in a relationship, but I also enjoyed that time with myself being single and um, getting to know myself all over again and loving myself and um, having self confidence and all those kinds of things. So it's always good to me when you're single, you should always take advantage of that. And when you are not searching and you are focused on yourself, God is always going to bring that right person into your life. That's how I feel. Exactly, Tia. I don't let anyone control how I feel about myself. I used to, especially men, but I'm too old for that. I do feel you grow out of it. You do. Insecurity, like I said, I was definitely, there has definitely been situations like even in a relationship when I was younger, there are definitely times where I have felt insecure. But as you get older and you grow more comfortable with yourself, to me, that's the last thing, especially as you get older, that you should be. You should be secure within yourself. You should know that obviously, if even if you're in a situation or you're in a relationship and you feel that another woman has your man's attention, you obviously have to know that that's not you. That's not your fault. That's the man's fault. If he can't see what he has right in front of them, if they can't see that, then it's deuces. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Um, if that man doesn't see that, but that's not your fault. I would never be that person that would because at the end of the day, if you are insecure about another female, especially if another female is, around your man or whatever that situation is, then that obviously means that your man is the problem, not the female, right? It's not the female's fault. That's your man's fault. And that's why, of course, some relationships can make you feel insecure, but I feel like nothing real could ever be threatened. So if I'm insecure in any way, shape, or form, then that means me as a woman, I got some soul searching to do, for real. But been there, done that shit. Okay. I know what I bring to the table. I know my qualities. I know that whoever it is that I'm with, regardless, I'm with who I'm with, and I plan on being with him forever. But regardless, even if I'm not, I know my worth. Therefore, there is no other woman out there that could ever make me feel worthless or that I'm less than or that you look better than me, because trust me, I'm not looking at you thinking you look better than me. I'm just not, because that's just the way my mother raised me. This was a good chat, guys. Have a beautiful night. I'm off to bed today. Was too much. Bye, Bambi. You can mess or email me anytime if you need to talk. And kids' soccer game was full of tears. My head is killing me. I'm sorry, girl, but I hope you have a better day today, Brandy. Bambi. Why do I keep saying Brandy? I hope you have a better day and get some rest. You guys are all amazing. And it is, holy shit, it's 3:37 here, you guys. All right. I am going to let you guys go. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. I'm so happy that you guys came in here and we all hung out together. I hope you guys like doing lives like this. If you do, I can do more lives like this. You guys are all amazing. You always make my night, like I said. Thank you so much for being here. You could be anywhere that you want to be, but you're here with me. And it means so much to me. And I hope I entertained you guys for a little bit. And I wasn't expecting to stay on here this late. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow for the yes, it's such a great chat. I loved every minute of this, you guys. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow for the Travis Scott live. I will be live early. Keep a lookout when I schedule it, and make sure that you subscribe before you leave if you haven't already. Press the notification bell so you'll be notified of all of my future uploads. And yes, such a great chat, Jennifer K. Thank you guys so much for being here. Melissa, I love deep chats like this too. Crazy House Saloon, my amazing mods. Thank you so much to my amazing mods. And just thank you guys for chilling with me. I love y'all. You guys are the best. And like I said, make sure you're here tomorrow. And don't forget about Makeup Thursdays. We're coming back to that now. Okay? I promise. You guys have an amazing night. And don't forget to be kind, you guys. Be kind. And fuck irrelevant people. Fuck them all. That's it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Let's do the outro. I always forget to do the outro. You guys have an amazing night, and I love y'all. If I can find the outro. Which one is it? Okay.